And not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, excuse me. Um, if you are comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of the video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. Also, if you are, you get good vibes from the video, or, you know, inspiration or just good information that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, please go ahead and share, especially if an empath, if they're going through they need spiritual guidance, or they need confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes. Please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you so much for the love and support. It's so greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And today, the music I'm listening to in the background is called Awaken Your Spiritual Power, Awaken the Inner Genius by Aerial Beats, Law of Attraction. And I'll post that link in the description box below. Oh, Jesus. I'm getting like downloads like crazy right now. That's why I was calculated. Get ready. Yes, there's like things that's popping off in your life where it just feels like you have this burst of excitement. You can have this gut feeling like you're about to close that door on the things that was left in residue. Like everything is, been washed down and everything, and you have went to another chapter. But like I've said before, there was other things that we still been toying with. Everything is at divine timing, but universe is also telling you don't take too long to make decisions. You know what is right for you, you know what is healthy for you, and you know that good things is on its way. They want you to go ahead and part ways with things that are being toxic towards your life, that keeps you at a low frequency, that doesn't give you that support that you need, whether it's an addiction, whether it's a relationship, it's people that you deal with, just your circle, or your way of thinking, anything that is not, serving you at that highest purpose. They want you to go ahead and get well with it. If you need help, they always say, ask the universe, your spirit guides, your archangels, the things that you are dealing with. They don't want you to be toiling with your doubts, your fears, your anxiety. They want you to be able to call on them when when those things occur. Things are coming to a close. So yes, it's scary because it's like things you've been wanting in your life for so long, and when you're finally getting the signs that things are happening, it makes you very nervous because you don't know what's around that corner, and the way they're telling you is going to be what you least expect, or how it's coming. The things that you want is not coming to you the way it would, where you thought it was coming to you. It's going to come in a totally different direction. So they're all wanting you to go ahead. Things is being calculated. Your frequency has been heightened. There are certain things that there's things that's popping off, especially if you're going. I see a lot of people have confirmed they were going through the spiritual flu. So these are the reason why the spiritual flu is taking so long. Like they're like going from the rooter to the tutor on this situation, because they're clearing out so many things. It's like with me, I'm usually sick. If I've gotten sick, and I can't remember the last time I was sick. I think it was like when I had my last job, because it was just like, I've been in the house for so long. And then when I finally get out in the world, and it's just like dealing with different energies, as well as, people touching everything, and you got to go back behind it. Next thing you know, I got sick. And I always did that. Anytime I came from a job, I was always sick like 2 or 3 days afterwards, because I'm getting used to everybody else's essence around me. So it was like something I was consuming while I actually had to let go of as well. So there was a lot of things that's been going on in my life that I'm healing from. I'm taking them on by day basis. There was some things I was ignoring and not coming to terms with it. Like, oh, I don't want to think about that. Let me put my mind on something else. And actually, I was messing my own self up, because it was like these things are coming up, and they wanted me to be able to come to terms with it. So it's just like right now, it's just like even people that are closely spiritually connected to me, they're going on through the same thing, or they're going through the gift changes or the power surge, transitions that are going on in people's lives. It's making you feel like you're scattered. You're all over the place, but it's like these things are like coming up to where they need to come up from the surface, which is like, it can seem intense. It can be irritating. Like with me, I don't like being sick because the outlets that I use for me to be in that good sense, um, I can't do right now as much. It's like I love doing my videos. But lately it's just the way my things have been changing for me, as well as me connecting with people. I get drained a lot quicker than I used to. So I have to take frequent breaks, which I hate. I love to sing. It gives me, it uplifts me, as well as it practice, I can practice on my vocals. I can't really do that right now as well. So it's just like I've been resting. I've been going to sleep early. I've been waking up in the middle of the night as well, and then trying to go back to sleep, trying to get rid of this headache. But I already know it's just a lot of different, like different things that are coming to me as and through messages, through frequency, through essence. Been hearing a lot from my aunt and my grandfather, uh, Johnny and John. Um, and my grandmother Maddie. I've been hearing a lot from them, as well as my mom. So it's just like been putting me in an emotional standstill. Like, oh my gosh, I was telling my friend this, and I was like in tears because they were helping me get through this. And it's just like, universe, God is holding your hand, as well as your spirits and essence of the loved ones that have passed. They're protecting you like crazy right now, because you're going through intense phases where they're going to need to be like your conduit to be able to help you get through these things. So if you have anybody that's really close to you and they keep coming up to your mind, if they have passed, that's allowing you to know that they're with you, assisting you with all the different major changes that are taking part into your life. But they're also trying to help you along the way, because things are being calculated. It's like, when you play checkers or chess, basically chess. It's like everything is being calculated to where if they move a certain way, they can't get king, but they can actually be able to take the opponent's spots before their spots are being taken. So all these things are taking place to prepare us for things that are coming. They're allowing you to know to trust the process. Like I said in the other video, trust your process, trust your fate and where it is leading you towards your path. You're allowing yourself to learn. Be very open to the messages and the signs that's coming towards you. Don't focus on things you cannot change. It's hard to do that at times. Trust me, I know. But if it's not something that you can change, you can change. And the only thing that you can change about yourself is how you look at things, how you respond to things, what you allow your energy to be focused on, what you're putting your energy in. And they're telling you to make sure it's on something that's positive, that is going to give you growth, that's going to elevate you in different ways. Don't allow yourself to engage in something that's going to be distraction. And you're also going to be being tested as well to see how much you have learned. Are you going to, if certain tests come your way, are you going to respond to it like you used to before your spiritual awakening, before all the lifelong lessons you've had? Or are you going to respond to it in a new way? Half of the time, you don't need to even respond to a lot of things. Things that's coming your way to, shift you off course, as well as, you're being tested by the universe as well as the devil at the same time. Because the devil is going to feel like, oh, I can have them go back to their old ways, and they're not as healed as you think they are. And God is like, these are my children. They've always been mine. They have learned a lot of things through the life lessons that they're being taught. you know um don't allow yourself to fall back on things. If you're allowing yourself as well, and do not second guess your intuition. If anything is positive being said to you in that voice, is whispering in your ear, allow yourself to be guided by that. They want me to tell you about that too. Don't, if anything is negative coming towards your way, whether it's ego or your old self, don't allow yourself to engage to that. Just be able to part ways with it and go ahead. So it's time to go out, get ready to take my daughter to work. So I will see y'all on my next video. So I'll talk to y'all later. Much love, peace, and be wild.